We have seen many iterations of different moves, abilities, normal, specials, you name it, of this game so far since its release. Which did get me thinking though, what are the 10 most annoying moves in this game? I'm only doing one move per champion, and that's honestly about it. Let us start with Darius's Apprehend. In the alpha test, this was one of the most annoying moves, let's face it, in the entire game for a lot of us, right? Why? Because it was mixed. It was an overhead. It was a grab. We all got a lot better at pairing it, seeing it, recognizing it, so it wasn't that big a deal. But then they decided Darius needed mix, and the Apprehend wasn't doing it, so they gave him Apprehend charged version. Darius basically now is a 50-50. If you don't do anything and you just take the Apprehend, you have to take the same old mix that you always did. And if you decide, okay, I'm going to parry it, and you charged it, then you are going to die. And if you decide to do nothing, then you're basically doing it all over again because Darius is plus. That being said though, it is still near the bottom of the list because it's not incredibly egregious, but it does manage to just barely make the list at number 10. Number 9, on the other hand, though, is a part of our newest champion in Aaliyah, her JM. We all believe she was going to be this absolutely insane, crazy mix-up character, right? So at least as of right now, what we know of, there's not a ton of mix going around for her. But for some reason, a jumping normal is her go-to mix, and honestly, a very strong mix in that. And that is the fact that both hits of her JM count as a overhead. Now, why did they decide to do that? I have absolutely no idea. You have to be able to recognize: did I get both hits, or did she only get one hit? Not only that, she's able to then cancel her second hit with heavy to then go low anyways, or she can just go low and a really late JM and a empty jump light will hit on roughly the same frame, so you're end up dealing with what's basically a 50-50 paired together into a 50-50 with a double hit JM. You would think the character with teleports, with the ability to run through, with side switch kunai, like all these different things, like we would be thinking more along with that for her in terms of mix. But nope, her JM, probably her best mix. Alright, now coming in at number 8, you know him, we're going to talk about with Ekko, but of course his rewind. What's the annoying part about it other than it's just crazy mix? The main thing for him is the fact that it is I messed up, but I'm okay. Active tag in this game might as well be, I messed up. Well, I'm just going to tag and I'm going to be fine. Ekko's rewind might as well just be that. I messed something up. I'm out of here. He's going to 2H me. I'm out of here. And that's not even going to go into the crazy mix-ups he can get from it. Basically solo if he has the rewind set up. The only reason it's not higher is just because it is his go-to gimmick. It is primarily a mix tool, but for the reasons I said, and the fact that it's basically active tag solo, which literally no one else can do, it makes this list at number 8. And now number 7, and yes, Warwick did in fact make the list, even though S1 has been nerfed, and we all know that if S1 did not see these nerfs and was the same as before, it very well could be up there near the very top of this list, and odds are probably would have been for me personally. That instead is, of course, his forward S1 when in Bloodlust. Now, what does this move do? It is anti-projectile, which is already good enough. It also goes really far. Not only does it go really far, it also wall bounces. So he's able to then confirm into a full combo. And when close enough, it also crosses up. That is a full combo, and if you're getting full comboed by Warwick in Bloodlust, you know it's going to hurt. Coming at number 6, we have good old Jinx, of course, her Flame Chomper. Now, Flame Chomper, why is this an issue? He just hangs out, right? Not only does he just hang out, but he's really good at catching people. As Jinx players have progressed, as they have learned more, they've gone really, really good at coming up with different ways in order to hit the Flame Chomper, to get the Flame Chomper on top of someone and to hit him, and it ends up catching you she's able to then get a full conversion from it because of how much hit stun it has, both if it catches you in the air and on the ground. A completely mobile trap based purely on what the Jinx player does and manipulates. Makes it so good, so annoying to deal with. Starting number 5 is when we get to the moves like I really find annoying. And starting off at number 5 though is Illaoi's JS2. Look at the hitbox on this thing. And it's like a kind of vacuum effect to then drag people down with it. It hits both sides. And the only way to punish it is to either parry it, or you have to be on the ground, block whatever bloody side it freaking hits on, and you have to then retreating guard, and then try to catch her on top of that. This move is just a random. Oh, the opponent's in the air. I'm just going to jump and throw it out. Oh, the opponent's on the ground. I'm still just going to jump and throw it out. And if you are just sitting on the ground, then you have to then take the guess. If you're not going to be able to parry it, which side is it coming down on? This ends up being a very odd mix in its own right. I hate this move, even though I really want to move it higher. There are other champions, though, that deserve the spot more. The real button, though, that is making this list at number 4 is Ahri's JS1. A 16-frame aerial projectile that is only minus 26 on whiff. And in comparison, her 2S1 is 24 frames of startup and minus 38 on whiff. 12 frames less recovery, 8 frames faster than startup, but if you try and break when she does S1, she recovers so quickly from the S1, you will just be able to block it. And you are going to get a guaranteed punish for it. But as an Ahri player, I refuse to put it any higher than number 4. Got any complaints about it? Leave it in the comments. What's more annoying though than Ahri JS1? Stand behind me. Why is this annoying? Well, if you played this game, you know. This move loses to 2 things. It loses to a charge heavy, and it loses to throw. You basically have to be careful at literally all times, because one mistimed situation and then where you are hitting the shield, whether you're the one plus or not, whether you're the one that swung first or not, does not matter. Braum shield is there, and you get punished for even thinking about taking your turn. But Braum stand behind me is only 3, so there are 2 spots left, and to this day, I still do not know how he is still allowed to have it. JS1. Hate this move. My hatred of this move is pretty much my sole hatred for Yasuo. You got him in the corner? Too bad. If you play a character with a fast assist, which most Yasuo players do, this could end up being mixed. It's a, hey, guess what? You thought you had me? Nope. Instead you got hit, and now I get full combo. You block it. Well, too bad. And now you are stuck blocking. Besides that as well, it is a left-right. And not only is it a left-right, but it's also a full combo starter. It is also a left-right on the ground. And guess what? Same situation. You still have assists, and you still get your turn. Literally, my hatred for this champion involves entirely around freaking JS1. That being said though, he is only number 2. Probably at least half of this list would be Teemo if I didn't set the rule of 1 move per champion. In fact, he is literally the reason why I made that a rule, because when coming up with moves, I just kept bringing up more and more Teemo moves. Which move of Teemo's is number 1? Well, it's the one move I haven't shown off yet, and I'm sure again everyone freaking suspected it. JL. Now what's messed up about JL? What isn't? Not only is it an air stall tool that you can delay, not only is it a jump in tool that also is a combo starter, not only is it a jump in tool that can that can lead to a left right, but the fact that it can hit where the opponent can't 2H, it also true strings into the triple overhead medium. It is also a full combo starter, not only on the ground, but also in the air. Unless you're in an optimal situation, it's very annoying to punish even on whiff. And even if you try to punish it on whiff, there's always a chance he will just end up shooting more. It keeps away, it gets him in, it leads the mix, either for himself or for his teammate. It's an air-to-air tool, it's an air stall tool. It does literally everything. But that is just my opinion, though. What do you guys think? Am I completely wrong when it comes to my list? Do you think Caitlyn or Vi or Blitzcrank should have made the list? The only 3 champions that didn't make the list. Let me know down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys. Fuck Teemo.